Welcome back to the Short Kings podcast. Once again, I always say the same thing, but I do mean it. We're so happy to have everybody back. It's a wonderful Sunday. And honestly, dude, I'm excited to just chill and vibe with you guys today. It's one of those days where there's a ton of things that have happened this past week, and we just want to kind of vibe with y'all and share that. So, let's get right into it, right?
Season 2, episode 3, baby. We're back.
We're on episode 3?
Yeah, this is episode 3, right?
Bro,
I don't even know.
In the beginning of the show, you said that like a bunch of podcasters don't make it past, what was it, 20
episodes?
Are we there yet?
No, we did 15 in the season 1, so we're at 18 right now.
Damn, so that means we got, what, 3 more episodes, and then that really
That'll put us in the 90th percentile of pods that have survived that long, and we still haven't blown up, which is disappointing.
Yeah, well, like everything that we do, especially for me, because I do social media, I always imagine that I'm going to blow up so quickly and so soon, but it just never works out that way. It really never does.
Just consistency, man. But honestly, like, I've been having a lot of fun in season 2. Like, I feel like the show is really, like, I've taken the lead as in the show. What?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm letting you talk your shit.
Nah,
I'm literally letting you talk. Just keep going. Why'd you self-sabotage yourself?
Nah, because I felt like there was some heat coming. What the heck?
There was no heat coming.
Recording this whole.
I thought about giving you some heat today. Then I came and I saw that you did not manually curl the side of your hair, and I'm like, look, the feedback is.
I listen. That's the thing about me. I'm coachable.
Since you're coachable, we don't have to talk about one more thing.
I'm coachable as hell. That's the thing about that dudes. A lot of dudes, they just, they're really stubborn. You know what I'm saying? Like, How long did I tell you the skinny jeans are out?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I actually listen. You know what I mean? I take accountability, and I was like, all right. Like literally when I was, on my way here, I was like, I'm gonna make sure the first thing I do is I check if Faison has the curl. If he has the curl, that means he's stubborn. He's not gonna take my feedback. Now, because it is not there, we got to talk about your profile picture. Because internally, the boys have talked about it, and that picture is not a good representation of you.
You know that it's crazy. My sister was talking shit about that yesterday, too.
She said the same thing. Look, your head is not that big in real life.
I mean, yeah, but, I just zoomed in on a picture, and then I was like, that's my face.
Look, when I saw that picture, because you know me, I'm a supporter, right? So I love to support my boys, But the thing is, I always think, what would Faison do if I had that profile picture? And the first thing that I thought was like, yeah, Faison would definitely immediately DM me about this and say, take that shit down. But then I was like, what if, because, when you first choose a profile picture, you have a few seconds because you don't know how it's going to look like, right? It could be a really nice photo, but then you got to crop it into a circle, right? And then when you select it, you have a few seconds after to kind of see like, I assumed you might have just logged off after you posted the picture.
Bro, look, hold on. See, because I got 2 ways I could go about this.
You can roast me back, or you can take it seriously.
And I'm leaning toward the first one. No, honestly, so yesterday my siblings were talking shit too. So you're not the first person I've heard this from, and now that multiple people, like, it's not just you being a fucking hater, it's everyone.
Yeah, because now we're partners. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure I keep an eye out for your social media.
My line of thought was, I had a gym photo shoot. That the picture with the professional camera. Yeah. And I was like, okay, hair's looking good. Fuck it, let me just throw it on there.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're still workshopping profile pic. I'm trying to get one. What's your profile pic, by the way? I don't even know yours. Yours is not memorable at all. See, that's the thing. Yours is hella forgettable.
You stirred away and you're trying to roast.
No, because I'm trying to
giving you honest feedback. Look, I'm gonna give you the honest feedback. That was a good picture, but not for a profile picture because you're staring to the sides. So to the side, and your head looks fucking ginormous, brother.
I do have a big head, though.
Not that big. God damn.
It's kind of good.
Like, see, now you're evaluating. The thing is, I'm telling you, Faison is coachable, and that's why, he needs people around him to give him some honest feedback. Because I was going to tell him if nobody else told him that. Because the thing is, I was thinking it, and then everybody else saw it. Zay said it, our boss said it. And
Zay can't talk, though. Zay don't do IG. What's our boss's profile pic? I got to see. That's the thing. I'm not here. That's the thing, bro.
But
I am coachable.
We care, right? We only care because we saw it. We're like...
Okay, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
All right, go ahead.
Look, I don't cap about girls and stuff like that, right? I'm hearing your feedback. My only counter argument to that is been the only reason I've left it up too is I've gotten a few more follow requests, DMs than I was getting prior. Now that could be saying something more about the image I had before. I'm not saying that this is a good one. That's the only reason I left it up there. That was what I was gonna say.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So I was like, yo, maybe this is like
I thought about unfollowing you.
I mean, you should have, honestly. You should have.
I'm glad that they actually, it's actually good.
Man, like, you could ask our boss, which he's probably talking shit, but he knows the numbers that he could verify this in a later conversation when y'all decide to talk shit. Because he knows the type of follows I've been getting lately.
Damn. Okay.
Like,
I didn't know.
But like, you see what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I use market data. Yeah, you know what I mean?
And I'm with you, and that's why this isn't. You should take it down. This is let's talk about.
Let's talk about you don't like it.
The people.
No. Tell me what you think. You're my co-host. You don't like it.
I told you, I think it's a good photo. I don't think it's a good profile picture because it's just an awkward angle. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're looking to the side. It's like you're bent. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't, like, It's like, it's in one of these. Yeah. But you know. Like, you look scared at the same time. It's like, you know what I mean? Maybe that's why you get followers. It's intriguing. Because we're talking about it. Look, it's been how long since we've been talking about it? So,
yeah, you know what they say. Where's my camera? Y'all? Camera one. Yeah. If they're not saying anything about you, you're doing something wrong. That's what I'm saying. You ain't never talked to me about my profile pics before.
Yeah, no. I'm serious because...
But I will say, look, I can't really come at you. Yeah. I can't come at you because your Instagram's solid. I'm going to give you that. This is a message to all of our other boys. Okay, I'm being dead ass. You could, I take criticism, but just know your shit better be on point, and I will light your ass up.
Okay, let's just stop the cap right there. You light them up regardless.
Yeah,
right? You always do. Let's not act like this is gonna be a shift in behavior now that they mentioned it.
No, but I'm just saying, if you come to me, your profile pic better be fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this is all subjective. Yeah. Like, so it's like. But like, yo, I appreciate the feedback. See, I feel like that was like a little behind the scenes of what our friendship is like.
100%. And I'm like this with you off camera. Like, yeah. I will say, and here's the thing. I will tell you in person. This is the first time I'm saying it on camera because I think it's a harmless thing, right? But yeah, I think you have a lot of better pictures.
I remember this one time in college, you came into my apartment, you're like, those pants are too tight. Those pants are way too tight. I don't know if you remember.
Which is crazy because I wasn't really much of a fashion guru. So if I said some shit, I mean,
you were like,
wrong.
Those pants are tight. You guys got to keep in mind when we went to college, like tight shit was preferred. It was very different than what the era that we're living in now.
That was a weird era, brother.
I mean, what's it called? Damn, dude, I don't even know where to start today, honestly. Let's talk about why has another weekend gone by where I haven't seen you at all?
There's a lot of reasons.
Since you want to give all this fucking in-person feedback, I feel like I should at least see you a couple times.
The profile picture did have a lot to do with it.
I needed 48 hours to process it.
Because I was like, that guy is not taking life seriously. No. So seriously, I'm going to be honest with you, dude, and this is going to be a really boring answer, but last week just truly kicked my ass. I've been so exhausted. Everybody's been getting on me. My girl's been getting on me about it. Like the fact that I'm sleeping early on the weekends, that I'm not utilizing the weekends. Like, this Friday, I was home super early. Saturday, home super early. I just needed rest. It was one of those weekends where I was like, dude, if I don't fucking get rest, because a lot of people who work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, you also want to utilize the weekend. You want to make the most out of the weekend. And if you don't, you feel like, I just wasted the weekend.
It's called guilt, weekend guilt.
Weekend guilt. I could have done more this weekend. But then Monday comes around and you never rest. You had no rest. And now you have to get back into 110% grind mode. And it's just not possible, bro. It's really not possible.
Yeah, I mean, and you might even start Monday fast. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, one of them days you're gonna be like it. That's the Matrix. You just described the Matrix. Yeah. You fucking work your ass off from Monday through Friday, then you fight for your life to make Friday night and Saturday night eventful so you don't feel bad about it. And then Sunday you fight the Sunday scaries all day, and then Monday you're back at it, and it's an endless cycle.
And I use caffeine, which a lot of people do. I use a lot of caffeine.
How many MGs are you on these days?
A lot of fucking MGs.
No, for real. I'm genuinely
telling you, you saw my story, right? My story showed me my real true addiction for caffeine was that story I told about the HEB worker where I walked in HEB fiending for some pre-workout, fiending for it. And when I saw that they didn't have it in stock, I started begging the employees, like, hey, do you have something in the back?
Like, y'all
And
got,
I just happened to find one, the last one, which was an alternative, but
defective.
it was open. And I asked the guys, like, yo, can I just have this? And he's like, no, got to ask the damage department. I'm like, you guys got a department for that? What the fuck? He's like, yeah, we do. I got to check with them. He's like, they said you can't have it. We got to keep. And I literally tell the guy, I'm like, can I just like get a scoop, bro? Like, can I please have a scoop? And I finally got a scoop, but it was just like when I got the scoop in a baggie and I'm walking out of the parking, like literally to my car with a scoop of pre-workout in a bag, just excited as hell. I was like, I have a problem.
So, bro, I gotta give you some feedback now.
Go ahead.
For one, when you told that story on Instagram, you made no sense.
Yeah,
like I'm not about I thought you just arrived
Let me tell you
from
why.
a different country.
Let me tell you why. It was a really good scoop. I was still off the scoop, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, what the? I had to watch it, bro. And mind you, I'm a tap througher.
Yeah.
I had to go back and listen to it like 4 times.
Wow, that means
Because I was like, what is he saying? Like, did he have to is this a conflict? And
so
then you were like, no,
the concept of the story
is so good.
Yes,
yeah.
the concept of the story is for the past 3, and I'm not going to say the story again, but for the past maybe 2 months, customer service has been terrible in America.
Houston specifically.
I'm talking so terrible to the point where I started thinking politically, right? In which I never do. I'm like, wow, if this is across every avenue that I'm going, whether it's a grocery store, whether it's restaurants, whether it's any kind of service, if it's that bad, then that just means our people don't want to fucking work anymore. No one wants to fucking work, right? If nobody wants to work, we're going to shit, right? That I had one moment where that guy offered to literally work with me to figure out how I'm going to get the scoop, to the point where he eventually paid with his own money to charge me for that scoop as salt, because you can get salt from HEB in a bag. He put it in the bag and he waited and he as salt and he paid for it. But he went through all that to make sure that I walked away as a satisfied customer, which nobody fucking does anymore.
Yeah, that's dick riding if I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it is, we need more of it.
But
that's all I'm saying.
2, I was very confused on so next time you post a story and you want to, tell a story, let's write down let's summarize well, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm telling you, it was a good scoop. It was a really good scoop.
They have scoops at Lifetime, though. Like you would go
yeah,
on
but I've tried the scoops at Lifetime. That is ass.
You don't like the Lifetime Pre?
There's a reason why I dominated you in that transformation, and it's because you go off that shitty scoop you get from Lifetime.
What do you taking these days? You're not sponsored by anything, right? I can finally get an honest response. Fuck Bucked Up.
So
by the way, I never liked Bucked Up.
Are
you still talking to Bucked Up?
No, I don't.
We cut that out.
What is it called? Nightmare. The pre-workout's called Nightmare, and
that's
I swear
fitting,
to God,
because all your workouts have been a fucking nightmare lately.
And I'm talking about like demon.
No results.
I'm talking about I'm a demon in the gym. And you saw what happened last time we trained against each other.
I've been pressing you because I wanted to see how long you would last chill.
No, I'm still chill. I have not done the most. Like I've been.
No, you can't just change your tone.
Okay, be honest. Come on, just be honest with me. Have I started doing the most yet?
No, but I feel it coming. I just saw you do this.
It is coming, but yeah. So I mean, that's the whole point of it, bro. Was like I feel like customer service is dying, and like that was the first time in a while where I felt like wow, like somebody went out of their way to make sure that we have a satisfied customer, and I thought that was really cool.
Wait, so I'm gonna bring something up. This might have to be cut. That's why I'm saying this, so we can mark the time.
Yeah.
Because let's just talk about it. Just
Yeah, go.
humor me, and if we don't want it later, we can cut it.
Sure.
All right. So I was having this conversation with our boss yesterday. I want to bring it to your attention.
Go ahead.
So basically, I thought I saw this girl on Instagram. I thought she was pretty. I saw that we had a couple mutual followers. I asked about her, right?
Sure.
From one of my mutual followers. I find out that she's married, right? Okay. She's married. But the thing is, she has like posts. She has highlights. You would have no fucking idea that this girl is married. Red flag or not?
It's a good point.
Like, I'm not about nothing. Like, no, like, bro, I'm telling you, like, if you see it.
Depends on the culture. What is she?
She's brown. But she's married.
The reason why it could be a red flag if she's brown is just because of cultural values. Like, in our culture, like, if you're on social media, most girls that are, married tend to show it. Especially if that's not her business. If her business is not posting, then most girls tend to show.
No, like she's a regular person. Like she's not an influencer at all.
Yeah, she doesn't love her man.
Like bro, I'm talking about like, bro, I am all for like your Instagram is your Instagram. It does not have to become your spouse's fan page. Like it should still be your account. But like you don't even got a fucking story highlight in there. Like you don't even got one wedding picture. Like one, bro, think about the event that you probably spent like 50 bands on. One wedding picture that's supposed to be the happiest day of your life. Like, I think that's strange, bro.
I mean, it's not if the guy's a dweeb, which is what it's like. I think all my senses are tingling. That
feedback I got was that the guy is actually a stud.
That makes no sense. Why would she not show off the stud?
I mean, bro, I don't know. I just was like, I was about to shoot my shot because I was assuming
that's not how women
single.
work. That's not how women work. If they got a stud, they want every single person in the world to know that this is my man. Just even so that you even think about it. Even if you think about it, I want you to remember that I posted him on March 6th. So you remember, all you girls that you want a chance at this guy, just remember he's with me. That's how women think, bro. If she's not posting him at all, my advice for you is she's definitely not posting you. There's no way.
No, I mean, bro.
There's no way.
I mean, bro, fuck that. I'm not, obviously that's a red flag as fuck. I don't even care to be posted by her anymore, but I'm just saying, like, that's just like
you
fucking
wanted to be
insane.
posted by her before? Or?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Because I was like, oh, look at this girl. Like, she seems like a very nice, pretty single girl. Like, she looks like, we could connect here. And, yeah, I was very, very disappointed. And then too, like, bro, people be making the fucking privacy thing like way too big of a deal, bro. Like, I understand if you're like dating and you're not official and all that shit, but if you're married, I'm talking about, bro, like I said, highlight.
Like, don't get me wrong. Look, I'm a social media guy, and bro, the first thing I would love to do in the future is use my girl and my kids for content because it's fun. We can literally do things together.
Grows so much.
But the reason why people tend to push for it, because it is honestly a great way to also have a good time with your kids. Like Roman Atwood, when his kids would wake up every single day and there's a new fun activity that's going to happen. Guys, today we're going to get a helicopter, and there's a rope from it, and the helicopter is going to swing you into the lake. Like, don't you think his kids love that? But at the end of the day, he's also exposing his kids to millions of viewers. And so it's not the best. And just to wrap it back, like, I think that if it's not your business, if social media is not your business and you don't monetize off of it, maybe you shouldn't post your family and loved ones. Unless you have a tight circle of followers, maybe your account is private. Who knows?
Private account, type of. That's what I'm saying, bro. I hear you on the fame shit, right? Like,
is there account? Oh, that's another question. Is their account public?
No, private as fuck.
See, that's
and she let a motherfucker like me follow her. She doesn't even know me.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Everybody's different at this point.
Bro, that's a red flag as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, like, it is a red flag but then again, everybody's different, bro. Like, that's the thing about. You got to remember, at the end of the day, we live in America, right? And in America, the dating culture is so different. Like, people just be hanging out separately. Like, the wife has her own friends. The man has his own friends. They also have shared friends. And that's very normal in this country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to us, it might not be normal, but to Americans, it is very normal, right? But I'm not letting my girl go on a lunch date with Matt at 3 p.m. It's not happening. Like, we're not doing that. And you can call me whatever you want, but it just doesn't make moral sense to me.
I mean, bro, the concept, we've hit on this a little bit before, but I mean, I guess this could be a good unplanned kind of topic of the show. The concept of a opposite gender friend who has like, he's just a friend or she's just a friend. Like, she's not like somebody's wife or husband. She's literally just a friend. It just doesn't work long term.
Let me tell you why I think it doesn't work. Let's say your girl is friends with a guy named Justin.
Yeah.
And Justin is actually a great guy and he has no plans of making a move on your girl, right? Great. Now, you've just opened that door that she's allowed to have those kind of guy friends. Now, if she does find a guy, Matt, who she has a little crush on, not like a big crush, but she does think he's really cute and stuff, he wants to be friends, she's going to do it because you've let her know that it's okay to be friends with Justin. So now...
And now Matt might not be as good of a guy as Justin.
Yeah, and Matt is a demon. You know what I'm saying? Matt has other plans. You know, and so I don't know. I just don't think it's a productive concept for marriages, but that's just my opinion. Everybody can have their own
But
opinion.
you're also saying like it's vice versa too. I want to make that very clear.
Yeah.
Like, you're not trying to be friends with
Yeah.
some random Stephanie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to fucking
See, the way I am is
Bro,
if I set a rule, I follow that rule too, just so that I'm not being. I get that things are different sometimes, but it's like I try to if I set a rule or my girl sets a rule, it's like, okay, cool. Then it's both ways so that we both understand. You know what I mean? Because then it's hard to tell her to do something if you're not doing it.
Nah, bro, I'm a grown. We some grown ass men, bro. The women in my life are the spouses of my boys. Those are the only women that I'm friends with.
That's a really good way of putting it.
Yeah, and people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, you don't know how to be friends with girls. How fucking immature
No,
of
that's
you."
what I'm saying. It's because you're in America
look,
and that's American culture.
And the thing is, look, bro, I'm single. So I could be friends with a bunch of girls, but you know why I'm not? Why I don't invest my time and energy in those relationships? Because guess what happens? Some dude walks into their life and he fucking is like, "You're not allowed to hang out with Faison." I know those friendships have expiration dates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it's not worth
it's
investing
not
your
worth
time.
me investing my time, getting to know them, talking about their problems and this and that. Like, bro, I already know fucking Bill from work is gonna ask you out, and then Bill's not gonna know me. He's not gonna feel comfortable with you hanging out with me. You're gonna start distancing yourself. This is a game I've played many times. like.
Yeah, and it's true. It's true. No, to kind of answer your question, yeah, I think it is a red flag, and I don't, I just think that maybe she should focus on a relationship. But back to the dating pool that you're in, I mean, now that you've moved into this new apartment, I think that it's time to start venturing out. Meeting new people, seeing what you could find, and it might just happen, out of the blue. Who knows?
Guys, I'm gonna do a little scientific test, y'all. A big theme lately has been run clubs. Run clubs is the way to go. Run clubs is the way to meet people. I'm going to a run club on Wednesday. I'm gonna let y'all know. No, I'm kidding. Look, I'm going to a run club on Wednesday. It's a popular one. I'm gonna let y'all know how it is. 'Cause I low key am very like, are we really just gonna be running? How am I gonna break the ice with these people? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna show up.
I don't think you're gonna be able to just.
No, it's not a one-time thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a multiple times thing. But I gotta get some intros off on Wednesday,
Yeah,
right?
I
I gotta be like, my name's. What should be my name?
Faison. Like what? What do you?
Chill, bro. That's so boring. That's my real name. Let's call me
look,
Zach.
Look, so you're going this Wednesday to the run club. I feel like you're just gonna end up running. Bro. I feel like I'm gonna run
hella. I feel like I'm gonna run hella.
But I feel like a good thing out of this is you will be working your butt off. But I don't think that's a good play. I mean, try it, right? Try it and see what you think, and give me some feedback. How it went for you.
The reason I'm interested in this, bro, is because I've never been a digital guy. You've seen my, my profile pic. Like you've seen my profile pic choices. I've never been able to really show my personality through Instagram. And I feel like bro, you've been with me through a lot of this my life.
You know why? You know why that is?
Why?
Because in person, you're very social and you overpower the room. So you're not as afraid of other people's opinions of you, because in real life, opinions are silent. No one actually says out loud what they think. Where on social media, people's opinions are immediate. The second you put a picture or say something, everybody has an opinion on it. So you shy away from social media because you shy away from other people's opinions, where in real life, it doesn't actually happen at all.
The point is, it also doesn't matter on social media either.
It does not matter because those same people, we don't even know who they are, what they do. It's just like,
their
it's a bunch
opinions are moo.
Think about it, bro. When was the last time you, an average guy, an average normal guy, felt like you needed to give your opinion on a comment, on a picture, or if it wasn't a LOL or somebody that you knew? Never, right? I mean, if you...
Yeah, the type of follower I am, it would be my favorite video in the world.
And I forget to like it. You know what I mean?
like literally there'll be like a YouTube video where I'm like, wow, this is so good.
You don't have to be that way. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, because that is how we run the show. I'm thinking about monetizing very soon.
What do you mean you? Like we?
Me and Faison. You know what I mean? So
you know what opinion came flying in on this movie that I watched last week. It was surprising, very surprising. So I went to go see this highly anticipated Joker 2. I'm just going to call it Joker 2 because there's some French words after the title that I don't know how to pronounce. Joker 1 literally won Joaquin Phoenix an Oscar. What a performance. What a portrayal of mental health and abuse and how it doesn't get talked about. And, great movie. It was so good to the point where people were comparing that Joker to the original Dark Knight Joker.
And
right?
one of the first movies where a ton of people, bro, like for real, including myself, the first movie in a while where people actually were watching the movie for the acting. It was not because of the plot, or people genuinely enjoyed watching that guy act as a psycho person who was depicted as the Joker, right? Insane, right? Was an insane, phenomenal movie, but I have been seeing the criticism online about Joker 2. You went to see it. I want to know what you think.
It was literally nearly funny. That's what I would describe it. It was funny how bad it was. Like, I thought about getting up and leaving, bro.
Why was it so bad?
Because, right, so they tried to, it was a classic case of, I would say, like a director trying to get into his creative bag. So to break it down for you, right, I'm going to try not to spoil anything in the movie, but...
No, I'm not watching it. So.
Basically, the movie picks up where it left off. He's been in jail for a couple years. He's like, he's chill. Like, the guards fuck with him, but he's about to be on trial for what he did on the talk show, right?
Got you.
And basically, at this time, because of all the shit happening in Gotham, they're starting to look up to this dude as you kind of started at the end of the first movie too, that everyone kind of likes the Joker character because he stands for like the people that have, been done wrong and this and that. The thing is, right? So they bring in Harley Quinn, which is that singer. I'm forgetting her name, Lady Gaga. And
Lady Gaga was Harley Quinn?
Yeah, they bring in Lady Gaga, and I feel like they were just trying too hard to use Lady Gaga's singing ability in the movie. So they made it like a musical take, right? And in the movie, the music, for one, is bad because I think they just completely forgot about the concept that in the way a musical works is the songs are actually good.
Yeah.
Like High School Musical, you say what
Phenomenal.
you want.
One of the best fucking
songs.
movies
Like
of
people
all time.
still go to Apple Music, type in High School Musical, and listen to the songs, right? So not only were the songs not good, they weren't progressing the story. Like, it would literally be like them talking, and then they just break out into song. You know what I'm saying? So the movie really doesn't fucking move much. Like, it's just a trial. It's basically the movie's like, hey, this is us recapping the first movie with music.
It's just a short film for 2 hours, basically.
Yeah, bro, but it's long. It's long and it's boring, bro. Like, it's boring.
Wow. I mean, I really did not expect, when I saw the trailer for Joker 2 a few months back, I thought this was going to be something amazing, incredible, because the first one was so good. I thought that there's no way it can get worse than this. Was it the same actor at least?
Yeah, everything was the same, bro.
How was that guy not gone insane?
I mean, bro, he acted his ass off. He still acted his ass off. He wasn't a bad actor. It just, the movie itself was so boring. Like, bro, I can't even, like, I'm saying it like this to really emphasize it. Like, I haven't been that bored during a movie in a long time, bro.
Yeah, and people don't, that's the thing, man. People don't watch movies anymore unless it is on Netflix. So if you get that's the thing, bro. Similar to I'm blanking out on some of these movies, but if you get people to come back to the movie theater, which is an industry that's dying, I think you need to if you decide I want to go to the theaters, the box offices, and avoid Netflix and streaming platforms, I think you really need to at least have a few, what do they call them, where they show the movie before the release?
Like screen test,
screenings, you know what I mean, and at least get some honest feedback, because there's no fucking way they had that and everybody was just a yes man at that point.
No, so it turns out they didn't screen test the movie,
and that makes perfectly sense. Yeah, because any creator, that's the big thing, bro. When somebody creates something, when you get the final product, sometimes it is hard to take criticism, but if you want to be the best, you have to take criticism, and the negative criticism is the best criticism.
Well, bro, especially when you're taking like creative, like they had to have known we're taking a ton of creative risk here. Like, this is like a musical all of a sudden. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they were veering off of the first movie a lot. So you would think you would want some fucking feedback on like, hey, I'm making these kind of risky creative decisions. What do y'all think? Like, is this working? Is this not working? And that, yeah, dude, I think honestly, bro, director's a very weird position in Hollywood to me.
Why do you say that?
Whoa, hold up. Sorry. I think my collar was messed up the whole time.
I mean, you good. I told you, no one's paying attention to our looks, bro. Our looks are hurting us, bro. I'm telling you, our looks are hurting us, bro. Like, it really is.
Elaborate on that. Why?
I just genuinely think people don't like to see, like, even me, the second I see a decently good-looking guy, I swipe up. I'm already bored. I'm like, bro, he has everything. Why would he have my attention too? You know? Like, fuck that guy, bro. I honestly do. Anyways, sorry to cut you off. Keep going.
I was saying like, yeah, directors are just weird, bro, because everyone gives them so much respect for their like, because they're like the bosses of Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like they just have like a creative stick up their ass a lot of the time.
Well, some of them do for sure. I mean, I get it.
I think that they just got to call this what it is. It wasn't Lady Gaga's fault.
Because
it wasn't Joaquin Phoenix's fault. Yeah, that director just literally took his fucking, he was like, oh, I'm gonna come off looking like a genius in this movie. Yeah. No, you fucking are. And to all the people on TikTok that get on TikTok and they're like, this is why you should actually like this movie, because like they try to lobby for it. I'm like, bro, you don't gotta, you shouldn't have to convince people to like it. No one watched Interstellar and was like, yeah, dude, tell me this movie's not badass if you really, really think about it.
Why do you think people are trying to get or convince others to like the movie?
Because they're trying to come off on some sort of creative high horse that they got the director's vision and we're just not getting
makes sense.
it.
It's kind of like the Kendrick fans.
Yeah. Speaking of that, did you see my boy J. Cole released he released a song. He released a couple songs. He's been really active lately, but basically in one of his verses, he's talking about why he stayed out of the beef again.
Oh, really? What did he say?
I mean, he said the same thing he always says in terms of like, basically the point is he knew where shit was going. He knew that both of them were going to go really low. He said that both of them knew that ultimately it was for money and clicks. And he just didn't. He said he wouldn't be the person he is if he was trying to manufacture fans.
So what is J. Cole, right? Because that's where I get very confused. Let me tell you why. What is the best album we've ever gotten from J. Cole?
2014 Four Still Drive.
Great, love the answer. That's what I've been listening to at the gym recently. And when I put on Fire Squad, and I listened to J. Cole, and I'm like, dude, this guy just gets you hyped. Some of the bars are just phenomenal, just straight gangster, right? You go from corporate suburb guy to a second, like I'm sagging in the locker room walking around, right? Like that's the energy he was portraying. And then now it's like he's like this Pope, like slash, like I'm so like Kanye energy, right? Like my mind is.
I feel like I've seen you do this before on an episode.
No, the point I'm trying to get to is I just feel like I don't think J. Cole knows who he is either, bro. I think he's also going through, and it's just an opinion.
Bro, you're just not hearing him.
Maybe I'm not, and maybe I'm not.
You're not
maybe I'm not,
bro.
right?
But his whole thing now is peace, bro.
If it's not for money and clicks, then why did he shift his entire? He's literally said this bar for bar once that I've studied the new game and that I'm not gonna fall off. I'm gonna keep grinding. It's like. So then it is for money and clicks because you still want to stay in the game. You still want to put out music that gets it. You're an artist. How could you not want your art to be seen and loved by your peers?
See, that's a really good point.
Other fans? It makes no sense, right?
That's a really good point.
Are you trying to be a philosopher or are you trying to be an NBA star? What is it, J. Cole? Are you short hair, long hair? Like I think the guy is going through a lot of, it's transition period is what I like to call it, where he's trying to figure himself out. And that's okay. But do not mask that walk away as you're this like, oh, I'm so much better than everybody else. You knew you couldn't handle, Kendrick going bar for bar with you and putting out your business, which we knew he might have some business out there, bro. Yeah, I see it. If I was J. Cole and I had shit I didn't want nobody to know about, I would have walked away too.
Yeah, I agree with you on the take of he just needs to let it go. Like the higher horse shit, like they were like coming off like I was so above this beef and you guys are doing this for clicks and money. Like, don't get me wrong, I love J. Cole. I'm telling you, if nobody's hearing J. Cole, that means that I'm dead. Because I'm hearing him for sure. And I just think that ultimately, like, he needs to stop trying to explain himself. That's what's making it cornier.
Yeah.
Like it is, bro, the beef happened, right? The beef happened. There's like 80% of people think that Kendrick won. There's like 20% of people that think Drake won, and 0% of people think J. Cole came out of that looking like stop revisiting the situation where nobody thought you came out looking good, bro.
Yeah. Also, dude, I mean, and I want to end this with this, and like I want to get your opinion on this, but like, I think we live in a world today where it is very hard for a rapper to kind of be the person to tell the world how to live. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like back then the music, the rap genre was a little bit more lyrical and less like catchy and fun. I think nowadays a lot of the music is more catchy, fun. You're dealing with TikTok brain people. It's more the beat too has a lot to do with it. I just don't think he's able to survive in this type of era. Reason why Eminem isn't as well. Eminem is still GOAT. Like, he's still goated, bro. But,
I mean, bro, I personally, you know this about me. I love for the lyricism. I've always connected with words more. That's why I like people like Kendrick. That's why I like people like J. Cole. That's why I have always loved Drake.
Okay, so you love the lyrics. Do you think J. Cole's lyrics today are still as good as they were back then?
Well, the thing is, this is the issue, right?
Even though now he's trying to actually be a motivational speaker.
Well, the thing is, I don't relate to his lyrics because of where he's at life. That's why it's been harder for me to listen to him. So, like, listening to him growing up, he was on the come up, and I was on the come up. You know what I mean? Sideline story comes out. I'm sitting on the bench in high school trying to make fucking varsity basketball. Like, it's like easy to relate.
I got you.
I bring that up. Like, you know what I mean? Now he's talking about being a father and a husband, and like, I am just not, like, it's not connecting with me as deeper.
You were a young fan.
Yeah, because I'm not there yet. Whereas I think maybe like my older brother, he still kind of connects with J. Cole because he's going through some of the stuff that J. Cole talks about.
Got you.
Like, She's Mine Part 2, you know what I mean? Like, where he's talking about having a daughter. Like, I'm sure my brother in a few months will fucking relate a lot to that song, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's why I think music shifts. But yeah, the younger, to your point, it is very similar. He's not hanging. He's trying to act like he can transition to the new wave, but he can't, and he shouldn't. Like, Eminem's album's good, bro. His new album's good.
Yeah, I thought that too. Good. I listened to almost majority of them.
That shit's hard.
Yeah,
like,
it was a good album. It was fun to listen to. It was honestly fun to listen to. So I just think you said it best. I think J. Cole needs to cut it. You know what I mean? Just chill out.
Stop talking about the beef, bro.
Stop talking about the beef. And just make some more good music. I think your fans that still relate to your music still want to hear more of that, and just do that.
And keep evolving, bro.
You're not going to perform at the Super Bowl, and you're not top 3. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to get these guys riled up.
You're entitled to your opinion.
But anyways, I did want to, sorry to cut you off. I did want to jump into a few topics that I think are fun that relate to each other. And one of them this topic's been across all social media. I think a lot of the younger kids will enjoy this, and I think it's phenomenal. But streamer Kai Cenat finally has his own meal at McDonald's, the Chicken Mac, or the Big Mac, but it's actually a hot and spicy chicken, and everybody's trying it.
Did you try it?
I have not tried it yet, but I definitely want to because I love the Big Mac, and I love the hot and spicy chicken.
Remember when we were trying food on the pod?
Yeah. I thought that was a great concept. I just don't think, I think it's, for something like that, the camera got to zoom in. Anyway, sorry.
The camera got to zoom in, and we got to make it kind of ASMR.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, I think
you got to hear what it is. Yeah, I'm saying?
What do you think? Do you think that a lot of these, companies like McDonald's and a lot of the fast food industry, you think they're going to start leaning on streamers to, how like they had a phase where they were kind of using rappers to promote their products? Do you think that now streamers are next up for stuff like that?
So I do think that the streaming model carries the furthest influence right now of any sort of influencer in the world.
Yeah.
We've talked about this, bro. You don't even have to watch a stream. You get 100 clips. They're creating mini businesses, bro.
Yeah.
There's clippers that make, I've literally seen, I saw a TikTok the other day of this guy who just makes clips out of Kai's streams. He doesn't even work for Kai. He just watches Kai's video, puts it on his own TikTok. He's making like fucking 10 bands a month, dude. So that's how much influence these guys have, to paint the picture for you a little bit. The issue with all of them, bro, is they are such marketing risks, a lot of them, because when you're on camera for as long as they are on camera, there's so much opportunity of fucking up, right?
Yeah.
And like, bro, Speed is like outside interacting with the world. So you're not even controlling.
Sure. It's a marketing risk for sure because it's a live platform. However, like you got to think of it this way, right? If I'm McDonald's and you're talking to a guy like Speed or Kai that has millions of followers.
What's the worst they can do?
I'm not even getting there, right? I'm talking about like if I get this guy to, we sponsor this guy, we get chicken nuggets for speed, right? Everybody buys these chicken nuggets. We make millions of dollars. 3 months later, he fucks up on stream. We disown him. We say we no longer associate ourselves with speed.
McDonald's is not going to lose.
But they still got that 20 million, in the bank. And then now they move on to Kai and then to Aiden. And then it's a win-win situation for these guys. But what interests me more is how like now if McDonald's, one of the biggest corporations in America, is leaning on streamers, it's just given all the powers back to these young creators. And like it's a platform like streaming is to a point where it's like anybody can do it and it starts from your living room. Like these guys don't need to go anywhere. They don't need high production.
90%
they don't
of them
need to do
play
anything.
Video games.
Yeah, I mean, and the production is nothing. You just click the button, start talking shit for 4 hours or however long. You turn it off, and if you're entertaining enough, if you can satisfy the TikTok brain audience, that's why, bro. I strongly believe right now, your favorite streamers all have strong ADHD. Think about it.
What makes you say that?
Think about it, dude. I was watching a FouseyTube stream, right?
I mean, that guy's just go ahead.
Okay, FouseyTube. I guess when I think ADHD, I think Kai Cenat, FouseyTube, I think Neon. I think within the span, if next time go on a stream, one of your favorite streamers that I'm mentioning right now, and watch for 5 minutes, and within those 5 minutes, try to count how many topics or different bits happen in that 5 minutes. It's crazy.
No, it's like 100.
He's on a motorcycle, then he's wearing the chain, then he's eating some of the food, then he's talking to this guy. Now he's having an argument with this guy. And it is for a guy for these TikTok brain ADHD kids, it is liquid gold, brother. When you watch these streams, you're nonstop entertaining. And the fact that you could just put it in the background and at any point you could look up and you don't have to be watching to or understand what happened before to really just be toned in on a new topic. It is mind bending, bro.
No, it's dude. I'm telling you, and Kai's the best of I think at it. Because he makes so much happen in his show. I mean, Fousey's like the most manic. Fousey's definitely the most manic. But Kai, like, bro, that Kevin Hart stream was like, I still watch clips of it randomly.
Yeah, because people like to think that Fousey too. A lot of people watch Fousey because of his manic. Part of it is the being a little manic kind of creates this unpredictability. Like, dude, I need to tune in because I don't know what's about to happen. But a big part of it also is when he is in that stage, you also have this crazy level of ADHD where it's nonstop entertainment. Like he's fighting with this guy, but now he's dancing with this guy and now he's eating. It's so entertaining for these people who have TikTok brain, bro, including myself. Like you can put it on, go to any point in the stream and it's a new topic. You jump right in, just like the TikTok feed.
What do you think it like, I guess like I'm trying to think of how I want to phrase this question. Because it's really just seeing people live their life, right? Like, that's what it is. Especially, like, the ones who do the IRL stream, right? My thing is, though, how come, like vlogs, people have a day in the life vlog, right? Versus the IRL stream. So many more people are watching the IRL stream, even though it's technically the same concept.
It's not the same concept. A vlog is scripted. A vlog is a piece of work that you put together that you want to be perceived in a specific way. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. Where a stream this is real life. Once I click that camera, you're looking at real life. You either enjoy my life or you don't. And if you're an entertaining person and you start to put yourself in entertaining environments, that's why we started seeing a lot of streamers put themselves in a high risky, chaotic environments. You get a guy who's entertaining, you put him in a chaotic environment, it is endless content, endless clips. And then they started training their brains to be clip farming. So any chance at farming a clip they would. I'll give you an example. I choked on an apple. Instead of just like clearing my throat, getting it out, now I can make a bit out of this. Let me exaggerate how bad
Let me fall to my knees.
Let me exaggerate this clip. Yeah. This person said something offensive to me. I wasn't really that offended, but let me get really offended and let's start a fight. So it's created this clip farming culture, and now we're seeing a lot of these young guys, like especially the phase guys, they understand it. They see that it's almost like a strategy to them, and they're using it every single day. One of these streamers, Jason or something, he's like an Asian guy.
Yeah,
bro, he's
in FaZe.
He's killing it, and shout out to FaZe. Like they're back in the game, bro. I really thought that team was dead.
Shout out to FaZe Banks, bro. He found all this new talent. He gave them the formula, but those guys are good, bro. Like Max, even.
Some people love it, and some people hate it. And
I can't really watch Ron or Lacey.
they're just younger. You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't relate to them.
I can watch Jason though. Sometimes he's hooping, or Max. You know what I mean? Max hoops and stuff. Like he'll like kind of he'll have like what's the word I'm looking for?
Competition?
No, like when you create content together. Collaborations with like some of the athlete influencers too, and then the video game ones. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, this streaming shit is crazy, bro. I knew streaming shit was crazy when I was watching a guy stream watching WWE.
Well, that might have just been just a stream to get you to watch the pay-per-view without getting fucking banned.
No, but yeah, like he then turns that into clips of him reacting.
Oh, he's reacting to WWE.
Yeah, so he's live reacting to it, and I'm watching him. I'm watching him watching WWE.
Like, what is he gonna do?
Like, bro, I can watch WWE without buying the pay-per-view, fucking. Or UFC.
I'm telling you, some people love it and some people hate it, right? And speaking of hate, I did want to mention there's been a lot of hate going towards some of these content creators lately, and one of them was recently Logan Paul, KSI, and Mr. Beast coming out with those Lunchables, right?
Lunchly,
is that what it's called? Lunchly.
I think he got.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's a great concept.
Why? Why is it?
It's a great concept. Okay. Let me tell you why. Two creators have come out with two different products that are loved by a ton of people. Why not collaborate and create something that a lot of kids love? A lot of kids love these Lunchables. They thought, hey, we could do it better and we can make it more fun and we have a much better marketing strategy.
And they're tying in their other products.
Exactly.
Mr. Beast bringing in his chocolate.
The real question is, why is it receiving hate? Because if you ask someone like me, I think it's a great product. Why do you think they're receiving hate?
Let me tell you why I'm on. This is why.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm the one. You feel me? Look, you can't take the hate seriously because you're receiving the hate from not the right audience. Bro, a Lunchable is not meant for a 27-year-old man to try. You feel me? Like, bro, you could get Lunchables run the game, right? For the longest time. Lunchables been around since we were kids. If I hand you a Lunchable right now, you would fucking spit it on the floor. Because you are not eating a Lunchable. You're not going to eat a fucking cold piece of meat, put it in between two crackers and be like, dude, like, that's the thing, right? So all these grown-ass men are getting on and they're like, let's try their dip. Let's try their nachos. Bro, this is meant to be like taken to school that you eat out of your backpack, right? So we got to get feedback from the kids. Same thing with Prime, right? Prime's actual audience is the people that love like Gatorade and hydration drinks.
Well, that's what it was meant for originally, but it became a children's drink.
Well, because kids are into the sweeter taste.
It became a children's drink
because it's more. It just tastes sweeter, right? So it's kind of like
juice. It became juice.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So there's no market data that we're getting from these people that are giving their review. So they're dead ass just hating. Like, bro,
I agree with you.
We'll see in 3 months. Like, you know, what did people think when Prime came out? Oh, bro, there's no way they're going to make any sort of difference. Gatorade has run this game for as long as possible.
I think similar to Drake, and I'm adding on to your point, similar to Drake, I think when you get guys like KSI, Mr. Beast, and Logan, the top dogs of the content industry, I think they've reached that level now where people want to see them fall. Right?
100%.
They're no longer on a come up where you support their projects. When they release a project, you look for the flaws in it so you can deteriorate and take it down, break it down. And you're going to find flaws, right?
Bro, that's the thing. The only thing that I don't like about this is because the kids, like, let's say like all the FaZe guys, right? We just brought them up. The FaZe guys are trying the Lunchly and they're reacting to it. Of course, their reaction is negative because there's clip farming, as you just said. You know, they're trying to create a negative response. Even Deji literally made a video like where he was like, it's okay, like it's not bad. Bro, that's your brother. You better say that shit's good. But two, they're gonna end up influencing the youth to say they don't like it either. Whereas we don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't, because bro, those kids, they're just gonna be like, oh, I was on TikTok and everyone told me I should hate this.
But I think it's also a great marketing strategy for KSI and Mr. Beast and Logan Paul. Let me tell you why. Because these guys are, you know, the fact that it blew up, even though in a negative concept, now everybody's like, well, now I gotta try to give my opinion on this, or I want to at least see what everybody's talking about, right? Because it's a product that doesn't cost a lot of money. You can go get it from your local store and you can have an opinion on it. So I think it's an amazing strategy, similar to all the hate that KSI has been receiving on his new song.
Think of it.
A lot of people are saying that this song is terrible, right?
It is terrible.
The reason why is KSI has reached a level of success where you literally just want to bring him down, you know, similar to what Drake has received, similar to a lot of these, you know, artists. If you listen to the song, it's not phenomenal. It's not a great song. It's not a song I'd put on every single day, but it's also not a song that I would be like, this is terrible. I don't know why. It's just I really would not listen to the song and be like, this is. I can see it in a children's movie. I can if you listen to the song in a children's movie, if you didn't tell you it was KSI,
young Disney Channel movie,
you would have not thought that was a terrible song.
Look, I just defended Lunchley, right?
Yeah.
So have I developed that I'm an objective towards KSI?
Proceed, Your Highness.
I'm objective towards KSI. I think he's a pretty good boxer. I think he's a great YouTuber. And I think Prime was one of the biggest home runs ever hit, and he's like a part of that, right? The song sucks. It's a little cheesy. I think it's a little tone deaf too. Like he's not reading who he is. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't be like from the screen to the ring, like whatever the fuck he was saying. But like, it's just. I don't know how he thought, my thing is, I think he knew it was going to be memed and he was okay with it because I think he knows too much about social media to not know that.
Or it could be just one of those, let's shoot. Like it's a song, like artists put out so many songs, some of them are misses.
I will say he's handling it really well though.
I don't know about that. Did you see him walk off Aiden's stream?
Yeah, but he already didn't like Aiden because of how Aiden's trying to create like basically a competitor to Misfits. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, no, I know that.
So he already has beef with Aiden.
But he's a businessman. Any businessman knows competition's great.
And so
you need enemies for your business to
That's what I'm
thrive.
saying. So that's exactly. He's pushing the beef between them. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Like he's creating an enemy out of Aiden, and then two, he's reacting to the negative reactions, which is then making his face on more places.
I mean, Aiden said that he thinks it was a bit, you know, that he did when he walked off the stream.
No, 100%.
We saw the same bit with Speed. You know, like Speed jumps on, tells him how terrible his song is. Now everybody's going and streaming that song, putting numbers in his pocket.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he knows that song is not going to be mainstream in the world, but he knows it has a lot of hits.
I will say. And I know KSI does music. KSI does music just like I do music. He's got to let that go. With all due respect, he's got to let that go. I don't think I've heard a single song from him that's been good.
Well, yeah, I mean, the good thing is it's not UK vibe. That's where you lose me.
I mean, I would have been okay with it if it's better.
Even though we're seeing a massive influence from the UK drill recently. Because before it was honestly kind of tough to listen to UK, right? It was.
Now we got Central C. I mean, I know he's not drill rapping, but you know, similar UK vibe.
Skiddly pop pop pop.
Yeah, that was too much. It's too much.
It's not. It's not something.
Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, it's like skiddly with the pop. What it is? I don't know. It's just not. It's very classy, you know, which is not the energy I go for when I put on hip hop. It's usually like I want to channel this more vicious version of me when I listen to hip hop. I know that's a sad truth, but that's for me. When I listen to hip hop, I want to feel confident, right? We can go bun for bun. Like, it's just not that didn't really like bun for bun. Like, I don't know. It just didn't make any sense.
The videos on that were hilarious though. Yeah. We can go band for band.
The thing is that UK people really tried to make it seem like Lil Baby was the one that was terrible in that song.
I mean, the thing with that song is,
I didn't think anyone was terrible. I just think bun for bun. If you're gonna use our slogan, our terms, we created that. We say band, like we band for band, bro. It's band, bro. Say it, band, Not bun, it's band. Say band with a D at the end. Not bun. Not B-U-N. It's B-A-N-D. If you're gonna come at us for Lil Baby and the way he was, rapping in his, we create the culture comes from Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, bro, the thing is that song's just one of those songs where it's like we all know the chorus. We don't know any of the rest of the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I went to a Lil Baby concert. I didn't know what he was saying, but that shit was popping.
I think when I listen to rap, I just I'm trying to become like a.
You're trying to channel your inner confidence, right? You want to feel a little hot. I'm like, I feel hot right now.
I'm trying. I don't know if it's hot.
What do you feel? When you put it on? What are you trying to feel? When you play your favorite hip hop song, what are you trying to feel?
I'm trying to hear my thoughts reciprocated in a musical form of like slightly confident male.
Thing is, I had a lot of thoughts, but I knew we were gonna have to get Bunky to start cutting shit. So I didn't want to have to put our producers through that again.
Yeah, I had a lot of thoughts too. I could have took that wherever we wanted to.
I'm trying to be very productive in this episode. Nah, but yeah, dude. So not to get too stream heavy, but
we've been super influencer.
It's been a world that's been talked about a lot. And bro, to the fact that Conor McGregor himself commentated on KSI's song, started showing me like, damn man, everybody's channeling in on this content. Like,
Conor is doing such a good such a good job of holding on to that potential influencer fight opportunity.
Yes, that is what he's doing.
He just jumps in and out of it, right?
I don't think the recent clip though of him pulling that girl's hair is helping at all with his branding.
What's up with him always doing that?
Did you see that?
Yeah. But the thing is, he always does that to his girl too.
Is it like what do you think it is?
Like I'm genuinely asking this. Is it is this some sort of Irish thing?
Maybe are we not? I don't know. Is it, guys? Is it yeah, because for me, it was like he did it to the girl. He pulled her hair and then he looked at his girl and he laughed and then he pulled his girl's hair. So I was kind of confused because I was like, is this like like
his girl just witnessed that?
Is that how you say hello in Ireland?
Bro, I'm telling you, we might genuinely be.
Imagine you land in Ireland, like you're walking down the airport.
You just to grab my girl. Yeah.
Like, bro, did you just tug on my shit, bro?
Bro, I'm telling you, we literally might be like ignorant to some shit because this makes no sense. Why he's always, or this guy is fucking like.
Oh, I mean, it might be the drugs and alcohol. That's what I thought immediately when I saw it. I was like. Because this guy has been tweaking, right? And we don't got to be the same, loopy story. Conor does drugs. Conor does alcohol.
Yeah, but like it's like
he's not the best guy in the world.
He really it's either this is some sort of cultural thing.
It might be a ritual.
Or he really likes getting his dick. Or he enjoys the pleasures of oral sex a lot. It's one of the two things.
It's working for him. I mean, like,
so he's been real plugged in on a fight that I'm super excited about.
What is it?
Max Holloway versus Ilia Topuria, 14 days. To give everybody a little recap, Max is coming off his last second knockout win against Justin Gaethje. Badass, BMF, baddest motherfucker, right? So against Ilia Topuria, who just knocked out Volkanovski.
Yeah.
Which is our short king.
Yeah.
He's a friend of the show.
Yeah.
We made the show based off of Volk.
But based off of Volk, yes. That was our first hit.
So yeah.
Volk was our first hit.
Yeah. So that I would beat Volk's ass. Well, turns out Ilia Topuria might even be a little bit more dangerous than Volk.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like you're not a huge fan of Ilia yet, right? You haven't seen enough of him?
Okay, I've seen a few highlights. I've never really paid attention to his fights prior to recently.
Great boxer, good knockout power, can grapple.
Very, very talented fighter.
Can grapple really well. Not much of a kickboxer. He's more with the hands or the jiu-jitsu.
But I think Max Holloway has showed that he's such a champion in so many different ways. I think he's an elite champion that not only the fans like to watch, not only the fans like to enjoy, but other fighters will tune into his fights because they know he's a bad motherfucker. And it gives you that feeling you would get when watching Mike Tyson, the same feeling we would get when Muhammad Ali would showboat and counter punch. We getting that with Max Holloway. He's a bad motherfucker, and he's gonna do terrible things to Elliott. He's gonna do very terrible, terrible things. And if he starts crouch sniffing, it's not gonna go his way.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Should I be fight analyst right now? Or
Be fight analyst.
So Ilya presents problems for Max. I'm gonna be real with you.
Why do you say that?
He's much better than Max on the ground. He is arguably just as good of a striker. Like Max is really gonna have to I think I'm very aware that Max could lose this fight. Max is more likely to get knocked out than Ilya has knockout power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Max doesn't. I love Max, but he doesn't have a
You
ton.
can't say Max doesn't have knockout power when we saw him put Justin Gaethje to sleep till last Wednesday. Justin Gaethje barely woke up. The first video he made was him in a golfing course. That was the first activity he did.
Stand and bang in the last 10 seconds of a fight that he was already beating the shit out of that dude.
100%, brother. But when you fall like that,
Max,
when you face plant like
Max
that,
Max is surgical, bro. Don't get it twisted. Max is surgical, but that fight was at 10 pounds higher than this fight is, and Max doesn't have a ton of power at that weight class. You know what I'm saying? At 155, it's a lot easier for him to.
So what I'm hearing you say is that, basically, is that Max has no chance against this guy because you're saying he's better than him on the ground. You're saying he's better than him.
So the only way,
better striker.
The story that Max is gonna win is if this guy gets too prideful and wants to only strike with Max, and Max is able to surgically beat him by points.
Okay, so you don't think that Max has the capability of putting him out, or at least TKOing him?
It's very unlikely. I've seen this guy take a head kick, and he just ate that shit.
We're gonna have to wait and see. You're still on Max's side for this one.
I mean, I want Max to win.
Okay,
as a fan, that's what I'm saying. Did you want me to be a fan or an analyst?
I'm excited. No, I want you to be an analyst because that's where we can really get judged, and I do appreciate that opinion. And speaking of crazy KO power, dude, I don't know if you've seen this, but. So Alex Pereira was present for his sister's MMA debut.
That left hook is genetic.
You saw the dude. Imagine the genetics is a left hook. It's like it wasn't the eye color. It wasn't the it wasn't the whatever. It's a left hook that comes in the family because that was right on the button. When what's his sister's name? Do we know his sister's name?
I want to say it's like Aline. Aline. I think it's Eileen. It might be Eileen. But
Eileen right into that fucking left hook.
I might be wrong.
And she put that girl out like
Hey.
She looks like Alex too, bro.
I mean, they're siblings.
No,
bro.
like Alex. She looks exactly like Alex. Like if we shaved her hair off, I wouldn't tell the difference.
You're hoeing. Is Alex? What'd you think of Alex's performance though? I'm getting a little off topic, but I feel like we didn't get to hit it.
Alex
Pereira versus Khalil Rountree, y'all. Alex did it one more time. He saved another UFC card. He's definitely gonna win Fighter of the Year. This is third title defense that ties him with DC as most light heavyweight title defenses in UFC.
Okay,
history.
I think that we have a superstar on our hand, right? The reason why is because we have a superstar that not only has knockout power, is surgical, like you said, on the floor or on the ground. Sorry, I'm saying on the ground. I'm fucking this whole thing up. He's a great striker, right? He's a great striker. We love to see how he picks his opponents and how he slowly, his power is apparently, bro, what they're saying, there's the ref that fight.
Yeah.
He literally said that watching it that close, I've never seen another UFC fighter hit this hard. When you're that close and you see how hard he hits, it almost gives you fear. Now, if you're a ref and your job is to watch these guys beat each other up, and it's kind of throwing you off, that's how you know that guy has some power that hasn't been seen in the sport before till today. But I do think that Dana is really, really trying to keep this guy away from from a loss. He's trying to keep him away from
That's what I was going to say.
He does not want him to lose.
Dana has learned his lesson. Because what used to happen, right, about 5 to 10 years ago, anytime there was a guy that was had a ton of one specialty, I felt like the UFC tried really hard to make it like striker versus wrestler, who's gonna prevail? You know what I mean? Like they'll give Adesanya. How many wrestlers do they throw at Adesanya, bro?
I think we're in a weird phase right now. Then it's a weird phase where you can even compare it to the WWE because, like Vince McMahon, Dana has the ability to control the script. For example, Bilal becomes champion. Let's throw him in with a Russian. I don't want him to be champion anymore.
Yeah,
we know he's not gonna fuck. Bilal
gonna,
has no chance against that Russian guy. Let's just be honest.
Let's put some respect on his
name.
Say his name. Shavkat.
I just heard him say it. I can't even say it again. That's how we know we have a problem here. If
Bilal's cooked.
If he wanted Bilal to stay champion, he would have handed him to anybody but a Russian. We know that. We know that Bilal has no chance against this Russian. I want to believe in Bilal.
I mean, bro, for the UFC, that's a win-win. I'm gonna tell you why. You get a new Russian champion. We know how big that fan base is. That division's a little boring right now, right? So you give it a little juice. So give him Shavkat. He's a fucking menace. And you get rid of Bilal's ass, bro. But if the UFC was real, they would have gave Bilal either Leon Edwards Part 2 or like even Usman.
Yeah,
right?
like give him a chance.
Usman, right? Like, oh, okay, you can fight the old champ. They don't want Bilal to be champion at all. I'm happy that you're acknowledging this, guys. I was gonna have to fight you on this. The UFC tried so hard to make Adesanya lose, bro. Like, bro, they gave him Derek Brunson. Dude, I'm forgetting so many middleweights' name. But, like, they gave him many, many wrestlers. Even when he went up to 205, he had to fight that Polish guy, bro, Jan.
Yeah.
He had to fight Jan. Jan fought Alex Pereira, right? Many people thought Jan won that fight. He wins by split decision. I don't know if you remember that fight. That was the closest fight of Alex Pereira's career. And so what would you think when Alex Pereira becomes champion? What's a good matchup for him? How about we give him Jan again? You know what I mean?
Let's if we're going to say he's undefeated, let's give him to the guy who really tested him.
Yeah, but why are we not getting that fight again? Because everybody was like, who?
Because he knows that we can get clips. We can get clips, guys. We can get people to show up for this event. We know that we're going to get a massive knockout. Now it's like, we know if we can put Alex Pereira as main event with somebody that we already know is going to get knocked out, he's going to save the show.
Hook. Yeah,
he's going to save the show. We'll get a KO no matter how shitty the rest of the fights are before. We know the main event will get a knockout. You can't.
He'll emote.
And it's a. Yeah. And, you know, to stay, I do want to talk about a few other fights, though. Let's see here. I know what I want to do. So I did want to play the game with you since we're on the UFC.
Yeah, a little blind.
A little blind. You want to do let's start with the blind. So we're going to play blind rankings, okay? Top 5 most cringiest UFC fighters, right? And I'm going to give him randomly a selection of fighters. He has to rank them from 1 to 5. You can choose.
Yeah, I don't know who's next.
Okay, so I'm gonna start giving them to you. You tell me what you think. Okay, so we'll start with Henry Cejudo.
5. 5 is the worst, right?
Yeah, 5 is the worst.
Yeah.
You think he's the worst? Okay, why do you say he's the worst?
I just don't like Henry Cejudo. I know he's like double champ and champ or whatever, but
wait. Fucking this up. No, number 1 is the cringiest.
Oh, you're saying number 1 is the cringiest.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
So he's
saying,
number 1.
Oh, you said cringiest fighters. I thought you were saying the strikers.
No, cringiest fighters.
Cringiest fighters. Yeah, I was like, geez, Cejudo's not a. Oh, I'll put Henry Cejudo at 2.
At 2? Okay. Yeah. So Henry's at 2. Why? I mean, like, he's cringy, obviously, but why do you put him so high up there?
His shit talking is very poor. He just is always overcompensating, right? Like, he's mighty. He always tries to, act like he's like the guy in this game.
Super analytical. Yeah, like, I understand the game so well.
Detail. Use that shit, bro. Why is fucking Aljamain Sterling beating your ass? Marab fucking carried his ass around the
like,
UFC.
Just be a coach. If you understand the game so much, Henry, just be a coach, right? Do your little podcast with your other homie that got knocked the fuck out.
And then, like, he kept when he was trying to fight Sean, he called him my precious.
It was a little bit.
His shit talking needs work.
I don't know. I think he tried to play into the skit of being cringy, but I don't know. It's just not working out for him. But yeah, that's a good point. I'd put him up there. I don't
know who else you got.
All right, ready? Bilal.
See, I don't think Bilal's cringy.
You don't think he's cringy?
I just think he's like irrelevant.
A lot of people think Bilal is cringy. That's why he's in the top 5.
Like, I think Bilal just doesn't matter.
Okay, he doesn't matter.
You know what I mean? So I
then
put him at 4.
Oh, no, you give him okay.
Because I think there might be, I gotta be a little strategic with my list.
All right. So Bilal's at 4, and Henry Cejudo's at 2. You got Sean O'Malley. Now you got to remember, Sean O'Malley does purposely try to be cringy, similar to what Henry Cejudo does. His whole idea is people are going to call me cringy anyways. I'm going to play into the skit.
I never think Sean O'Malley's that cringy either until recently, where he's been really trying to act like he won this fucking fight against Marab. I'll put Sean O'Malley at 5.
Okay, Sean's at 5. That's a good one, brother. That's a good one because I also don't think that he's that cringy. I think he has a good fan. He knows his fan base is a younger audience.
He's really like, I know when he's forcing it and I know when he's not. You know what I mean?
Okay, so now this is getting crazy because we have Conor.
I mean, I guess I will throw Conor at 3.
Okay,
because I mean, Conor can be. The thing with Conor is the more drugs he's abusing, the more I don't understand what he's saying. Like, I swear to God, his like Irish accent has never been thicker. Like,
you think he's playing into the skit of being?
I guess, but my thing is like I don't even know. I'm not cringing anymore because I don't know what he's saying half the time. Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't think necessarily he's cringy. I just think that when he's under the influence, he goes on social media and he just acts like a kid. And
I wish I would have put him at 4 and put Bilal at 3, honestly.
Yeah.
That's what. But let me hear
the last one is Adesanya. So Adesanya would go at number 1.
Which I'm not mad at.
But I definitely think, in my personal opinion, I think Henry Cejudo goes bar for bar with Adesanya when it comes to cringe. I actually think Adesanya believes the cringiness he does versus Henry Cejudo, who's genuinely thinking he's cool, but he's just coming off as cringe. That's the worst kind of cringe.
Yeah, but like I'll leave you frozen like Elsa and like all that bullshit.
Yeah, but that's you don't understand. The guy is an anime guy. Like he's playing into a character that there's a fan base for. Versus Henry, who's trying to be a tough guy, but it's just coming off cringe. I'm telling you, that's the worst kind of cringe.
Wait. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else.
So when we're on that game.
I'm 1. So just to remember the graphics team. I want to say this for the graphics team. So I put 1 Adesanya, 2 Cejudo, 3 Conor, 4 Bilal, 5 Sean.
Wow, your recall is fantastic.
I think the only person that I would switch, now that I know the whole list, is I would put Conor at 4 and Bilal at 3. I'm okay with Adesanya being number 1.
Okay, that's it.
I'm gonna be honest.
You played this well, brother.
Adesanya got a lot cringier once he started losing a lot.
Okay, let's run this again. Now this game is getting better. Here, how about this? You do it for me for strikers, top 5. Let's get it.
Okay. I will. Let's start with
UFC top 5 best strikers in the game.
Blind ranking.
This is blind ranking, so let's see. Go ahead.
Okay, let's start with Conor McGregor.
I'll put Conor at 4.
4.
I think he's a fantastic striker, but I think there's a lot better. Now, I don't know what your other ones are, but I think Conor, besides his left hand, everything else is, like it's mid. We've seen better. I've seen better, at least.
Sean O'Malley.
5.
Okay.
He's a great striker, but I don't think he's better than Conor. I think he mimics Conor. I think he wants to be Conor. I think he wants to be liked by Conor.
Okay.
I don't think he's Conor.
He wears the same green shorts. Anderson Silva.
Oh, I genuinely think Anderson Silva might be 2. I agree. Arguably number 1.
Yeah.
Arguably
You're
number
being
1.
strategic in the list right now. You don't know what's coming.
I just feel like John Jones is in that list.
I mean, John Jones is not in the list, but I don't think John Jones is that good of a striker.
Okay, well now I have him locked at 2. So Anderson Silva is top 2. So that only leaves 1 and 3. What's the next one?
I feel like you know one of them. Adesanya.
I'm gonna have to put Adesanya at 1 because he outbeat Anderson Silva, even though he was younger and hungrier than Anderson Silva, but he did beat him.
I mean, that's very interesting that you say that. Because guess what was my last one?
Who?
Jama.
Oh, that's perfect.
Pereira.
That's perfect. I don't think he's a better striker than Adesanya. I think he's just stronger than Adesanya.
Okay.
I think also Anderson Silva is much better than Jama. He's much better than Alex Pereira.
Your list actually turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
Because yours is Adesanya, Silva, Pereira, Connor, Sugar Sean.
Yeah, and that's perfect.
That's a
I
fire
hit that
top
on the
five. You live with that.
I'm never blind. That's the thing. I'm
except for
always,
every day of your life. But,
all right. So let's have some fun. Let's get off UFC. We're gonna play this exact same game, but with the blind ranking for the top 90s pop stars. Now, listen to your favorite song back in the 90s. Some of these artists.
Monkey knows what we're talking about.
So I'm gonna start naming these, and then we're gonna put them in order for five.
Yeah.
But they're gonna come random.
So one's the best, five's the worst. All right.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Now this one's not an artist, but it's a band. Maroon 5.
I love me some Maroon 5, bro. Payphone trying to call.
No, I say it on you. Go ahead.
I'll put Maroon 5 at 3.
3.
But that's only because
What's your favorite Maroon 5 song?
She Will Be Loved.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. I like Payphone. The music video.
Payphone's fire too.
Phenomenal.
Payphone's fire.
Phenomenal.
Wiz gets in there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wiz jumps in there.
Dude, Wiz was
Yeah.
unexpected.
Unexpected collaboration.
Unnecessary. No, very necessary. Very necessary.
I mean, low-key, though.
Yeah, like I was like, wait, what?
I'm gonna forward past this part of the song.
The same thing when that's a good one. 3. Okay, so ready? Katy Perry.
5.
Wow.
Actually,
Nah, you locked it in.
no, let me lock it in.
You locked it in.
Live with that. I'll live with
Now
that.
that is just straight disrespectful.
Dude,
Because
sometimes I feel like a plastic bag
fireworks?
floating through the wind.
Fireworks?
Yeah. That's not 90s though.
Part of me?
Look, I think we should rephrase
2000s. 2000s.
Yeah, 2000s is a better way to put it.
2000s.
Yeah,
I don't know why I
2000s.
said 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
I meant
was like,
2000s.
Yeah, 2000s. But yeah.
So for the clip, I'll say it, blind ranking for 2000s
You're such
favorite
a
pop
clip
star.
farmer.
Okay,
You're
anyways.
such a
All
clip
right. So we got
farmer.
Maroon 5 at 3. We got Katy Perry at 5. All
I
right.
feel like I've already fucked up.
Justin Bieber.
Oh, 1.
Why you putting JB at 1?
Bro, JB a dog, bro. JB a dog. Low-key, that was an emotional
Why is he
answer.
1? You
That
don't
was
know
an
who else is
emotional
coming. Why do you put him at 1? You
answer.
think he ran the
love
game?
JB, bro. And like, bro, he had an era.
Yeah, no, he did.
Like, I think I may not agree with this list as much as this is a world list.
Did you ever want to be like JB growing up?
Bro, my hairstyle, everything was based
He
off of
ran
him,
the
bro.
game, bro.
I literally used to have this.
Even
little-
when people said he was cringe, he wasn't cringe.
but the thing about the transition out of the cringe too, where
Yeah.
he just grew up and now we're all like,
Diddy.
look,
Wait, what?
Did he transition?
I thought you said transition.
Look,
I was like,
that
saw a
everyone says
video.
when you hear that one song, you should go and love yourself. Like, yeah, that was when we were like,
Shit
oh, he
was-
grew up.
shit was hard. Yeah,
I mean, oh, he grew up. He talking about adult
he
shit
had
now.
a little rap phase. He was
I could be
exploring.
your boyfriend, never let you go.
Yeah, like he never let go. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad he let that go.
Yeah, no, yes, but I think as an artist, he was just trying to find his lane, and I think he
I gotta
understood
stop
early
recalling
on.
this shit. Like I don't still listen to it.
Yeah, no, bro, we were jamming JB on the way back yesterday. I love JB, man. That guy's a talented artist, you know? All right, here's another one. Usher. You put JB at number 1.
I have JB at 1,
Katie at 5, and
Maroon 5 at 3. I'll put Usher at 4.
Usher's at 4. So then that leaves you just with number 2, and it is damn, I only have 4.
Think of one.
All right, One Direction.
Yeah, I can live with that.
You got One Direction at 2.
I can live with
which
that.
actually works out perfectly because that was what I was thinking. One Direction I think JB's better than One Direction. You know how they had that like fan base against fan base? I genuinely think, who do you think is better between Justin Bieber and One Direction fans? Or just the music in general?
Yo, Justin Bieber by far, bro.
Right?
Yeah, like I mean, like I don't know, dude. I don't know if it was the boy
Who
band.
do you think who had a
aspect of it.
stronger fan base during that time?
I still think Bieber, but man, it's close. It's close. They had a lot of fans. Too,
They did have a lot of fans.
They had the girls wrapped around their arms. You know,
Well, because
like,
there was more of them.
there's more of them, and they were all equally handsome, which is weird. But
All right. Well, these games end. I do want to talk about one last topic, okay?
This is our outro.
This is not our outro. This is a topic. I want to cover this topic because it's very important. I want to make sure we cover it.
You know about the Tesla quips?
Elon Musk.
Has done it again.
He's done it again, guys. He's come out with an AI robot. He had a demonstration. He had the Tesla cab.
Yeah.
Few different products. But the thing that's going the most viral are these robots that can be, they're sold for $20,000 to $30,000. You can use these robots to do your household chores. They can take care of the kids, take your dogs for a walk, clean up the house. Now, here's where I'm confused. Elon Musk is the number one person who's telling us to be careful and be afraid of AI and that AI is going to take over the world. Then he makes an AI robot and he says you should have it in your house taking care of your kids and your dog.
Yeah.
I don't get it. What do you think is going on there?
I'm gonna be honest. I got a text. Say that one more time.
So Elon Musk is saying that, once again, he's the main guy telling us, guys, AI, it's dangerous. Stay away from it. We got to put a hold on this. Then he releases an AI robot. By the way, the AI robot utilizes the Tesla chip using Neuralink technology that's in the chest. It uses the cameras and the sensors on the fingers. This is not a scripted robot. This robot can think on its own and reacts, has a 30% faster reaction rate than the actual Tesla car. It's a scary product for you to have in your house, right? Why do you think that him being the guy who's told us for many years to be afraid and be wary of AI is the one that's selling it to people and telling you should have this in the house around your kids?
I think Elon is the type of person, bro. He thinks that he's the only one that can do this next level of advancement correctly, and he's the only one willing to push that. Bro, even the concept of the Tesla, like we kind of go over it very casually at this point where we're like, yeah, dude, I'm just going to get in the car and it's got a bunch of self-driving features and eventually it's going to be completely driving me. I can sleep in it, right? Like it'll be like I get in the car, I fall asleep, and it'll drive me to my location. He's already taken that further too with the cab, right?
Yeah, Tesla cab where there is no wheel at all.
There's no wheel at all. You literally get in it. Think about how many businesses that idea is going to disrupt, bro. Uber, DoorDash, sheriff service. Drop off, pick up, airports, any sort of service, right?
Do you think that this is Elon's kind of point of view on, hey, we can't stop AI. We might as well join the movement and try to pave the wave?
I think
pave the way.
I think that's what it is, bro. I think for him, he knows it's coming, and I think he genuinely thinks that he's the only one that can do it correctly. So he's like, bro, look, this is dangerous as hell, right? But if we program these robots to do their tasks and apply their knowledge and reactivity, it will only advance humans to move further. Right?
I don't think they're moving anywhere. Man, the thing is, I imagine it's because I want this robot. The thing is,
you're trying to be boys with the robot.
If I have the robot in my house and I'm like, hey, bro, like from now on, I need you to keep me disciplined on my diet. Then like Tuesday comes around, I'm like craving an ice cream.
Taco Tuesday.
And this guy's trying to throw hands with me over it. He's like, sir, you've said to keep you to say like consequences must happen. Like, you know what I mean?
Shoots your fucking foot or something.
You tell the robot, I want you to show love to all my family. And he starts showing love. And you're like, that's not what I meant, Optimus. Fucking wire down, brother. And he's like, you've said to show. It's just, I can see this going wrong in so many different ways.
That's the same thought, right? That's what I'm saying. We said it. We think so casually about the self-driving car now. But like, think about how much can go wrong with that, bro. You could go fucking 100 miles per hour and bang into the back of somebody's car. You have no control. But now we're heading towards a society. We're genuinely heading towards a society where everyone's.
But there's a big difference. You're talking about a car that doesn't think on its own. You tell it what to do, then it does it.
It's on its own. What are you talking? What do you mean?
When I say doesn't think on its own is it. When you tell it go from here to here, right?
It goes there.
It goes there. It can think on its own on how to get there.
It's changing lanes, my brother. It's changing
I guess you're right.
It's looking at your blind spot.
The point that I'm trying to make is that these robots are completely free. They do what they want and they respond. We got to do more research, but I don't understand. How do you program the thing? You just talk to it? I've seen people talking to it and it responds. The best part about it is they put a Joe Schmo voice. It doesn't even sound like a robot.
You're right. We got to do more research. This is my pitch to Elon. I think he needs to manufacture these robots in a way that they are only allowed to think to the level of their job functionality. Mm-hmm. Like if one is meant to be a cashier, He should be the most efficient, autonomous AI cashier that's ever existed. He's doing math faster than any human ever could type, right? But I don't need him thinking about how to merchandise McDonald's. Like, you know what I mean? Same with the house, the ones that are gonna clean your house. They should just come in there and they should be like analyzing dust ratio. I don't need them to come in there and be like, Molly is not asleep yet. She usually goes to bed at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
We shall put her to sleep. Rear naked.
Rear naked choke.
I've learned
it
this,
is a dangerous world that we're entering right now, bro, because I just genuinely think I can't see this turning out. Do I want one? Yes.
What's the timeline on this, you think?
What do you mean? Oh, timeline, dude? I mean...
Because, bro, look, think about it. Teslas...
I think 2 years. 2 years to answer your question. I think in 2 years, motherfuckers are going to have robots in their house rolling blunts for them.
You say that,
you think they're going to use it for chores?
It's been almost a year since the Apple Vision Pro came out.
No one cares about chores. You said what?
It's been almost a year since the Apple Vision Pro came out.
Okay.
Advertised to us to be as life-changing as this, right? I've never seen someone wearing an Apple Vision Pro.
Because that's a big difference, bro. You're talking about somebody who does chores for you. You're talking about something that's helpful throughout. Like it's going to make my life easier. The Apple Pro, the Vision Pro doesn't make your life easier. It's just a great entertainment tool. It's a great tool to use. Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the same. I know it's not the same, but I'm saying that it was pitched to us as this technological advancement where you're on the subway and you're wearing this and you still have your 3 screens in front of you. It's like you never left your desk, you know? I have never seen someone wearing an Apple Vision Pro. Like not even one. Like, I gotta YouTube that shit. Tesla, on the other hand, they have been able to make more progress. I'm seeing Cybertrucks everywhere now, right? They're pushing their products a little bit faster. So I'm wondering, I think Elon, I would give it still 10, though. He's
10
gonna
years?
have to perfect this, bro.
Well, people are ordering them now. You think, why would somebody pay $20,000 to receive a product in 10 years? That doesn't make any sense.
No.
They're accepting money now.
They're accepting money now. But I'm saying, like, for them to actually start shipping them and them to be performing at their full capability, I think it's going to take 10 years.
So you're saying...
bro, the Cybertruck is a perfect example. He said that shit was bulletproof. Then during the demonstration, he threw a fucking rock at it and broke it. And everyone was like, oh, shit. Like, he doesn't have that down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get what you mean.
It's not gonna come and show up and it's gonna be like, Ahmad, your room is here. Like, it's gonna be like, I keep telling it to wash the dishes and it keeps
breaking the dishes.
Yeah. Like, it's gonna be faulty at first.
And that's fair as long as the faultiness isn't dangerous enough to kill somebody or hurt somebody.
Let's change lanes for a second. Let's think like scientists. How far can this go? Like, how far can this be weaved in?
The thing is, man, these guys have data on this so much to the point where, like, you look at the Tesla cars, right? You say, oh, this car can crash. And then you realize that there's a lower percentage of crashes in Teslas than there are on the road with regular people. Yeah. And so people are always going to look at the negatives like we're doing right now. There's no way Elon will release this to the public and allow them to have them in there and endorse using them for children and animals and stuff like that if he wasn't positive that it's the risk factor isn't as big. It might be bigger than what he's saying, but it's not that big.
Look, a couple things here. So let's say you have one at your house. Can it be used as a defense system? Can it be
eventually it'll get to that point.
It's connected to your alarm systems, and like if someone breaks in, could that be the first line of defense?
100%.
Either securing the perimeter or even potentially getting in a physical
combat. Fuck a German Shepherd. iRobot, motherfucker. You try.
So that's what people are not thinking about, right? Like I said with the cab service can disturb an entire market.
Yeah, where it goes wrong is you have Aunt May showing up on Tuesday when she wasn't supposed to because she has a spare key.
And all of a sudden she's in a rear naked.
All of a sudden she's upside down. Screaming for her life.
Look, I hear you. But like, let's say all the kinks are worked out, right? It's an unidentified person that is posing threat, right? Like, let's say it gets smart enough to where it doesn't even jump to physical rear naked choke. It asks you what you're here for. You get approval, all that.
To rob your house, man. What do you mean, bro? Get out of my way.
But you feel me? Yeah. Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, the Tesla cab thing is the thing I'm most excited about. Bro, this could change pizza delivery.
Yeah.
That's been a staple of American society for like 3 decades.
Which
bro.
Uber Eats was already crazy difference. Like crazy change.
Uber
right?
Eats is look, but what is one thing that people hate about food being dropped off?
It just takes too long.
Too long, and you want to minimize human interaction.
Yeah.
Right? That's why you want your shit fucking tied up when it gets to the door, right? If it's open, you're immediately like, what the fuck? Why is my shit open?
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine like the car literally just shows up to your house and they work out a way to where like
The iRobot comes out with the pizza box,
hands it to you.
slaps the fuck out of you. And
Puts you
he's
in
like,
a rear naked.
you said to keep me on track with your diet.
I'm telling you, bro, Elon Musk is thinking right now. And
Yeah.
I feel like it's just me that's like thinking with him. That's the thing, bro. I really feel like that. Like, fuck a bro, maid. I looked at my maid the other day. I was like, count your days, Maria. Count your fucking days. I'm about to have.
What was that? Your
What?
maid? You got a maid now? Look at this guy. He's wearing a fucking quarter zip, talking about his maid. Look, guys, I told you guys we weren't going to change. Some of us are changing, but look, change is good. All right. So please like, subscribe. We want to continue to bring these amazing episodes. We had a wonderful time with you guys today. You have anything else? I want to make sure you don't.
No, I don't.
Make sure that you like and subscribe. Drink Celsius, and we'll see you next week for another episode. We love you guys. Thank you.
Yo.
Hell
Power
yeah.
through that one.